Hello, guys. Today I want to talk to us about something that is very important. Yes. Do you realize that our phones have replaced our Bibles? It is quite unfortunate, but that is the truth. Yes, it is the truth. You know why? A lot of things are happening in this country, not only in this country, in the world generally. We have kidnappings, killings, ritual killings, fraud, all sorts of nonsense are happening. Now, have you sit down to ask yourself why these things are happening? When we have why we have churches around, we have mosques built here and there, yet these crimes are happening. It is because we have neglected a very strong part of our lives. Our phones have taken part of our lives that we would have built a stronger relationship with our Maker. To be frank with you, let me ask you this: as a Christian, when last did you open your Bible? As a Muslim, when last did you open your Quran? Because these scriptures, these books, the Quran, the Bible, they teach us things that we ought to know to correct us. As in, we pretend to go to church. Yes, we go to churches for masses, for services. We go to mosque on Jumat for prayers. Yet a lot of things are happening. These things are happening. Do you want to tell me that these crimes happening in our society now is because of the traditionalists that worship no God, that don't believe in God? Some of these things that are happening now, they are perpetrated by Christians. They are perpetrated by Muslims. They are perpetrated by traditionalists and every other religion. Yes, that is the fact. Okay, you cannot, someone cannot walk up to you. Let's say a child cannot walk up to you and claim that he or she is your child, that you ought to have paid my school fees when you know yourself that you are not giving birth to any child. There's no relationship there. Or someone cannot walk up to you and tell you you have to pay my salary when you have not employed anyone. It is very difficult for it will sound strange. It's very difficult for you to like approve of such kind of a conversation, or let's say such kind of relationship. It doesn't work that way. Now, how do you expect the society to be better when the Bible has laid it? Everything that we ought to have known is inside the Bible there. Everything that we ought to have known is inside the Quran, but we are not opening the Quran, we are not opening the Bible. How do we know it? It is very, very difficult for us to know these things when we are not touching them. Okay, have you asked yourself why there are broken homes now? Children rebel against the parents, wives against husbands, husbands against wives. As in, the most annoying part of it is women, especially the married ones. Some of them have, as a matter of fact, neglected their marriages. They have dedicated a lot of time to their phones. The time they would have dedicated in building their home, they are now building that relationship with their phones. And now, most homes are broken. Most children have grown out of control. Most wives have had a kind of divorces, and all that. Now, tell me, how do you expect those marriages to hold, to be stronger, when the necessary things that ought to have done have been neglected? Now, how do you expect the society to be better when things that we ought to have done have been neglected? If you're not reading the Bible, if you're not reading your Quran, how will you know the things written therein? If you are not reading it, How do you expect to know? It will be very difficult. It will be very, very difficult. So my own advice is, let's try and build a relationship with our Bibles rather than our phones for a better society. Thank you.